Responding to feedback gracefully is a valuable skill that can put you on the map at work. Nobody likes being told that they need to improve. It can be difficult to hear that, but despite your best efforts, your performance at work is not where it needs to be. So in addition to feeling demoralized and hurt, it often makes us feel angry with the person giving us the feedback. And while all of this is understandable and normal, what sets a true professional apart is their ability to recognize and value feedback, which is an essential part of their career growth. In fact, some of the most successful employees don't just gracefully handle constructive criticism, they thrive on it and look for it. Crucially, they understand the positive subtext behind feedback. Someone is paying close attention to their work and wants to see them improve. So in today's video, we'll be unpacking 2 ways to use negative feedback as career rocket fuel. But first, if you're new to this channel, welcome. I'm Jordan Travers. I'm a licensed clinical social worker and psychotherapist, and I'm the clinical director of Awake Therapy. If you're interested in learning more about Awake Therapy, you can click on the link in the description. And if you're in need of psychological or emotional support, feel free to book a free initial consultation with one of our therapists by visiting our website at www.awaketherapy.me. Okay, so let's get right into it. The first thing you need to do is reframe your attitude toward feedback. An employee's receptivity to feedback plays an important role in the effectiveness of the feedback process. If we're willing to seek feedback and act on it mindfully, we're more likely to find meaning in what we do, feel competent at the tasks we perform, and the motivation we need to excel at work. In contrast, when we think of feedback as an unavoidable and high-pressure event, we're likely to dip into a vicious cycle that can hold us back at work. This is because people who lack the ability to hear constructive criticism struggle to find meaning in what they do and feel less competent at work after receiving feedback, in addition to losing their motivation to improve at their tasks. One of the best ways to reframe your attitude toward feedback is to understand why it's necessary. Here are 3 obvious reasons. First, it offers a window into your strengths and weaknesses. Second, it offers an opportunity to show peers or bosses that you have a growth mindset. And last, it offers a chance for you to be objective and evaluate yourself as you would a peer. The second thing you need to do is to understand your emotional response to negative feedback and then rise above it. The mistake many of us make when receiving feedback is that we only take away the emotional experience of receiving it. Generally, the initial jolt of receiving constructive criticism is similar to how we feel when we experience social rejection. No matter where we are in our corporate structure, we all seek approval from our peers and bosses. So hearing that we're not performing well enough can trigger a state of low self-worth and compromised safety. What follows is a mixed bag of negative emotions such as embarrassment, shame, hurt, and shock. And while many of us can get stuck in this mental state for prolonged periods of time, a true professional understands that the emotional reaction is not the intended effect of the feedback. They begin processing the feedback that was provided in a pragmatic manner. Here is a step-by-step breakdown of how to deal with feedback gracefully. Listen to the feedback, but detach yourself from the work. Quietly evaluate the validity of the feedback. Feedback is often based on somebody else's subjective experience of your performance. If you disagree, make note of it so that you can understand why they felt the way that they did. Reiterate the points brought up during the feedback session. This is an effective way to consolidate the core message of the feedback, and it goes a long way in making the person providing the feedback feel heard and understood. Ask for some time to mull over the core message of the feedback. Rationally and calmly unpack the talking points of the feedback session. And last, formulate a plan to improve yourself in areas you might be lacking in. Request a post-feedback meeting. Take this time to communicate your plan to improve. And this way, you hold yourself accountable to yourself and to the person who provided you with the feedback. So in conclusion, receiving negative feedback is an essential skill for personal growth. However, it can be difficult to handle in practice due to its critical nature. By staying focused on the facts rather than getting caught up in the emotions associated with the criticism, we can learn how to take feedback constructively and use it as an opportunity for self-improvement rather than letting it bring us down. With practice, learning how to handle negative feedback with grace will become second nature. Thanks for watching. I hope you found today's content helpful. Make sure to subscribe to the channel to receive updates when a new video is posted. And remember, platforms like YouTube are an excellent resource for getting information out to others, but it does not replace individualized psychotherapy. If you're in need of mental health assistance, whether to talk through an existing issue or to create a more prosperous and fulfilling life, you can click the link in the description to book an initial consultation. I look forward to speaking with you soon. Bye.